Republicans have been in full attack mode over what they call the Fast and Furious gun walking scandal. Fast and Furious was a program where the government allowed guns to fall into the hands of smugglers in the hopes of tracing those guns to Mexican drug cartels. Republicans charged the program as a major scandal, and they've relentlessly attacked Attorney General Eric Holder.
They made a crisis, and they're using this crisis to somehow take away or limit people's Second Amendment rights.
You're treating him as a hostile witness. You caught him in lies.
You want him out. Why?
You needed approval all the way to the top of the food chain, which leads directly to the Attorney General.
It's been a mess. We still don't find out what was behind it, but it does get worse.
This was a cover-up from day one.
But let's stop all the hyperventilating and get at the facts. We know the gun walking programs began under President Bush, tracked the flow of weapons to Mexican cartels. In December of 2010, 2 guns under the program turned up at the murder scene of Border Patrol agent Brian Terry, sparking the GOP probe. Since then, Republican Congressman Darrell Issa has challenged Holder, but Democrats say the Republicans have gone too far.
You now appear intent on escalating controversy and promoting unsubstantiated allegations in a campaign that looks more like an election year witch hunt than an even-handed investigation.
Joining me now is Congressman Elijah Cummings, Democrat from Maryland and ranking member of the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform, which has been investigating the Fast and Furious program. Thank you for joining me, Congressman.
It's good to be with you, Reverend.
Now, let me ask you, are the Republicans interested in a fair and balanced investigation here?
Absolutely not. Chairman Issa, over the past 10 months, actually before that, was accusing Eric Holder of approving gun walking, and nothing could be further from the truth. And he has constantly made allegations, and they were allegations, Reverend, where he was searching for facts to go with him, but he could not find the facts to go with him. And I think that he's treated Eric Holder, our Attorney General, very unfairly.
Now, the thing that really got my attention is even the tone of the hearings have become somewhat disrespectful.
No doubt about it.
And hostile. Let me show you one encounter with the Attorney General.
How many more Border Patrol agents would have had to die as a part of Operation Fast and Furious for you to take responsibility?
As a member of Congress, really, is that the way in which you want to be seen, you want to be known?
I mean, Congressman Cummings, if the program started under Bush, clearly this situation in 2010 when the 2 guns were found at the body of this person, this border patrolman who had given his life for this country, to act as though that the Attorney General is not taking, how many people would have to die? I mean, isn't this the height of using some kind of demagogic kind of politics when we ought to be seriously trying to find out what went wrong and how we correct it?
No doubt about it. And Reverend, I don't think that in many instances it was an effort to truly address what did happen. Now, keep in mind, as you said at the beginning of your broadcast, this stuff started, this actual gun walking started back in 2006, went on in 2007, and then it continued. It was actually 3 operations under President Bush. When the Justice Department higher-ups found out about gun walking, the first thing they did is said, look, we got to stop this. Basically, it was run from the Phoenix office of the ATF, and it was a bottom-up operation. Again, Eric Holder did not know about these tactics. When he found out, he immediately requested an IG investigation and immediately said, we are simply not going to have this. As a matter of fact, the Democrats produced this report. It's 95 pages, entitled Fatally Flawed, and where we show every single allegation that they made is refuted. And by the way, the report comes from the evidence that they presented. That is, the Republicans presented.
So this is the Democratic report, and you have issued this report, and everything that was charged, this was a cover-up. Report says false. Goes to the very top.
That's right.
Your report says false. Under using crisis to limit Second Amendment rights, your report says false.
That's right. And keep in mind, as far as they talk about Second Amendment rights, Reverend, but what happened was when the whistleblowers came in to testify, these are witnesses called by Chairman Issa. You know what they told us?
No.
They said, look, the problem is that we need stronger gun laws. That's what has led to all of this. And you know what he did? He basically shut them down. Said, I don't want to talk about that. These were law enforcement officers who go out there and give their blood, sweat, and tears saying, please give us stronger laws, gun laws. And we cannot get strong enough penalty for straw purchases. We want a gun law which says that when you're taking guns out of the legal traffic of guns and putting them in the illegal, we want something to stop that. Basically, Chairman Issa just shut them down.
Now, Congressman, let me ask you this. As you said, these operations have been going on for quite some time. 2006, it was Operation Wide Receiver. 2007, it was the Hernandez case. 2008, the Medrano case. All of these are the same kinds of operations.
That's right.
Let me ask you something. I see the raking of the coals, or at least the attempt on Attorney General Holder. Has the former attorney generals that started these programs, Mr. McCasey, who was the attorney general at the end of the Bush years, who started these programs, has he gone before this committee to explain why he did it and what he did?
He has not been called for an interview, and he has not appeared at a hearing.
So wait, let me get this right. So they're investigating a program, but the ones that started it and set it up have not been called?
And knew about it, by the way. They did not call McCasey, and has not said he will call him. And by the way, the head of ATF, who said he didn't know about it, that is the ATF head while Representative Obama was in office, said he didn't know about it, and there's not one, and he said he did not inform the Attorney General, nor did anybody else above him inform the Attorney General. But we could have easily solved this hearing by bringing in that the head of the ATF, but he refused to bring him too. That would have cleared it all up.
So he didn't bring the head of the ATF, didn't bring the Attorney General. Looks like there's more Fast and Furious stuff going on.